I'm sorry I'm missing your calls. I've been busy with the new work and... You don't have to act like that. You got your money already. Just look, I'll be able to get the sprinters done. Let me finish. Look, let me finish. I'll be able to get the sprinters done within a couple more weeks, okay? Month tops, okay? Now, if you just... Right. Okay. You don't have to get violent. Look. I'll get it done tonight, alright? Tonight. You don't have to do anything else, okay? Just be patient. You'll be up tonight, I promise you. Please, just don't hurt anyone else. Thanks. Goodness me.
Fuck you! You just got pranked!
The East London Transit is a claimed bus rapid transit system somewhere that isn't north, south, or west of the City of London. Introduced in 2010 to improve a small region of East London, mainly for those travelling to the shops or to one of the 63 mosques, the East London Transit has existed and been an option for passengers to consider using for the past 15 years. It can be seen linking suburbs such as Little Heath, Ilford, Barking Riverside, Dagenham Dock and Becontree. Has the East London Transit revolutionised transportation around Barking more than the London taxi, or is it existing just to fool outsiders into thinking it actually has done so? Let's find out. The network the East London Transit currently offers comprises of 3 bus routes, numbered from 1 to 3, and having an EL prefix in front. All routes share a section between Barking Station and Waverley Gardens, for interchange with one of London's many car parks known as the A13. All routes have a frequency of between every 5 to 12 minutes throughout the day, with EL1 running 24 hours, generously supporting the drug dealer industry in that area. As you can tell by the footage already, all vehicles used on the East London Transit are new Route Masters, built by our good mates at Wrightbus, and branded with a £1.50 Tesco gift wrap. These buses are nothing short of terrible. These hybrid vehicles are also seen on a variety of bus routes in London. This should not be surprising, since there are 1,000 of them crawling around London. Why? I'm guessing because Boris Johnson set up an auto clicker on the ordering page, because there's no good reason for them to invest in so many vehicles. Stagecoach has more than 1,500 of their Enviro 400 buses in their fleet. But that is to cover the entire United Kingdom, not just one city. Now it's worth mentioning that London is no stranger to the concept of hybrid buses, and one benefit of them which I like, is their ability to depart from a standstill silently under battery power, then allow for VTEC to kick in, to speed up on the roads. This is rarely the case with the new Route Master, because the drivetrain is in series as the engine doesn't power the wheels and instead is used to top up the batteries. That's right, the same system used with Jeff on Top Gear, considering Jeff predated the new Route Master by a couple of years. The conspiracy theory of Wrightbus seeking inspiration from these lads cannot be discredited. This results in the engine on the new Route Master almost always on, and revving like mad, which hardly feels like an environmentally friendly vehicle it's touted to be. Riding the new Route Master itself is like filming a hot tub stream with warm cement, whilst the interior on both levels has a fine color choice and 2+2 seating throughout. The bench seats themselves are simply adequate. No folding seats are provided, because TfL has no faith in their passengers to use them right, but at least you get an onboard passenger information system with audio and visual announcements. The new Route Master is the only bus in London to have 3 sets of doors, and when it was introduced, you could board the bus through any door you wished. This changed in 2020, when TfL realized nobody was paying for their tickets, and thus, you can now only board from the front doors, just like any other bus in London. The windows on the top deck are very narrow, and opening windows had to be retrofitted some years after introduction. TfL stupidly thought that air conditioning would suffice on a bus with minimal ventilation, and up to 87 passengers on board. Even during winter months with high passenger loading, it can get uncomfortably warm upstairs, and the post box slot windows do little to help with ventilation. The second staircase at the rear of the bus is nice at least. USB charging sockets and provided because lol. Would now be a bad time to showcase other buses I've been on that actually have charging points. don't be fooled into thinking that this is a case of me whining about older buses are better. This couldn't be further from the truth. The original Route Master was way beyond its expiration date and deserved a worthy replacement. I think a spiritual successor would have been a fantastic idea, especially when you consider how much better the S stock for the London Underground was compared to the D stock. Whoops, spoilers. Either way, this is purely an issue of rubbish execution and I expected more. It's even a stretch to call the East London Transit a bus rapid transit. Only a portion of the bus stops have a shelter, with even fewer of those having live bus arrivals and none of them have their own ticket machines. Sometimes timetables and seating can be a luxury too much to ask for. Even the amount of segregated running buses have is few and far between. Calling the East London Transit a bus rapid transit would be like calling the H98 bus route a bus rapid transit, since it uses bus lanes around Hounslow. The Institute for Transport and Development Policy have their own BRT standard which comes with a nifty scorecard for ranking bus rapid transit systems in the world and seeing how well they stack up against each other. A maximum of 100 points is possible, but the East London Transit isn't even officially ranked on the website. Make of that what you will. If you're thinking that the routes just feel like normal bus routes that were hastily renumbered and branded as the East London Transit because of this, then you're actually correct. This very up-to-date map in Little Heath shows the 387 bus route following the same route that the EL3 takes today. Similar findings can be seen with the EL1 and EL2 routes, just not as blatant as it is here. Look at the bright side, at least the road quality around Barking is excellent and maintained at a high standard. Not to mention that buses don't all stop at once thanks to the generously spaced timetables, along with buses that don't quickscope me with puddles upon arrival.
Oh, look at that bunching. Well, not really bunching, but look at the timetabling of all these buses all coming to go.
And to top it off, traffic almost never happens, especially around the industrial estates and around the outskirts of Barking. What a joke of a network this is. Conclusion. Frankly, I could just end the video right now and say that the East London Transit is nothing short of pathetic, but I don't see this network as being totally unsalvageable. If TfL is willing to invest in making the network a viable alternative instead of just a hasty rebrand of a few routes, then I think more people would take it seriously. Better buses, increased bus segregation, higher speed limits, and improved bus stops and timetables would be a great start, but I guess building a second tunnel right next to the Blackwall Tunnel is worth it, even if cyclists can't use it. In my perfect world, I would turn the East London Transit into a medium-sized trolley bus system, expanding the line count up to 7 or 8, including a route that goes under the Thames, and have Solaris Trollino Metro style buses used on the whole route. If Solingen, a city which has a population count of around 60,000 smaller than the London borough of Barking and Dagenham, gets to have trolley buses, I don't see why East London shouldn't get them either. I want to believe. Now you know my thoughts on the East London Transit. Go out there and celebrate with all your friends that Wrightbus have officially stopped production on the street light and will instead focus on new buses that are what the actual hell are those? Wait a second, it's a partnership with King Long? Oh dear.